Hi traders, welcome to Elite Currency. My name is Chris, and this video is all about the euro dollar and pound dollar chart analysis for the next 2 days. Alright, first the euro dollar basically bouncing to the upside at 122, well just a little bit below that. To be precise, it reached all the way to 121.50. So the main question is still intact, whether this bounce is going to lead to a bigger bullish continuation, or is this a bounce for more downside? I think if price would have made it lower, maybe to 121, the bearishness would have been more likely. However, generally speaking, if we put a fib on the wave 3, we can see that this bearishness that we saw in the last few days does not really invalidate the wave 4 structure as yet. Wave 4 typically can stop at the 38, 23.6 fibs, but even can go down to the 50. So it is not necessarily untypical for price to retrace to the 50 or higher in this case, right? Yeah, somewhere in between the 38 and 50. So this definitely could still be a wave 4. And this, of course, is something to consider. When price broke through the 38.2 fib, there's a good chance that price would continue lower, testing the 50 fib and maybe breaking below that for a trend reversal. Now, in this case, it didn't break the 50 fib, so it could still be a wave 4. And price could actually be going up for wave 5. The alternative is that this is a wave 1 and up it goes for wave 2 and down for wave 3. What's the main difference? This top. This top should not break if this is a wave 2. That would invalidate the wave 1, 2 and would confirm a wave 4, 5. All right, so that's important. Also, if price does break through that 50 fib eventually, maybe later on, then yes, that would confirm the likely development of a red wave 3. All right, so those are the key levels to keep in mind. The top at 125.30ish and the 50 fib at 121.25. Is there anything else we could look at? Yes, basically, once price does break above this top, there's a good chance that it will go to the minus 272 target. Of course, that could finish the wave 5 of 5, this being 1, 2, 3, 4. And that, of course, could be a big target, and that's where a downtrend could start on the euro dollar. So that's also an important level. Furthermore, also very important to see how price moves up here. All right, if it clearly makes an ABC correction like that, well, that would help the fact that this could be a wave 1, 2. Whereas if it makes a move up, a very deep retracement, but doesn't break this bottom and then starts to show a lot of momentum to the upside, then this is looking like a wave 1, 2, 3 pattern within that bigger wave 5. All right, and bullishness is more likely. So the patterns that we see here as price retraces and how it moves up will give us more info whether this is a bullish wave 5 or a bearish wave 2. Now, if you ask me, I'm still, as you probably know, leaning towards a wave 5, bullish wave 5. So that would be confirmed once price breaks above this top. In that case, there could be a bigger continuation likely, as I said, towards, I think, the minus 272 target at 127.50ish would be probably the most likely target. So those are the key levels, key patterns to keep in mind, whether this is an ABC correction within wave 4 like this, or whether something else is going on and this is the start of a new downtrend hook back and down it goes. So I'm keeping these levels in mind basically and looking at particular patterns to see how these two interact, and therefore from there on kind of using that info to maybe take trades. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I would consider if price breaks to the downside like this. I'm not looking for shorts because I think that this could be a bigger bounce, even if this is a bearish wave 2, right? I wouldn't be surprised that there is an ABC within that. So for the moment, I would not be taking a break to the downside. I would be interested if price breaks, bounces, and then re-breaks to the upside, like this, for instance. This re-break to the upside, I think, is an interesting setup, because whether it's a wave C of a bearish wave 2, or whether it's a wave 3 of a bullish wave 5, in both cases, there's a good chance that price will go to the upside. We could put a fib from here to here, and if it bounces at one of these two fibs and then breaks, there's a good chance that price will get up to these targets. All right, regardless, in my view, whether it's bearish or bullish wave count. All right, if it's a bullish wave count, it will also break probably above this top. If it's bearish, then probably will stop at the minus 61.8 target at 124.50. So there's confluence from a wave perspective. All right, pound dollar broke to the downside. It's kind of the same situation though, in the sense that yes, the bearish break was nice. There was a good bearish candle and there was a follow through, but ultimately it hasn't broken the bullish wave structure as yet. All right, although considering the bearish weekly candle and bearish monthly candle, there is some concern for the bulls, but ultimately it could still be an ABC correction. Now, with the pound dollar, I'm a little bit less bullish than the euro dollar. I think the euro dollar, I'm biased towards a upside break, but as I said, it doesn't really matter in some cases if we get that third push up. But with the pound, I think a little bit more caution is needed. Price is retesting this bottom. I think that a break above this resistance trend line would increase the likelihood of a bullish breakout. And I would say that probably the price would have to break below this support trend line before a break and continuation on the pound towards the long-term moving average at 135 is likely. On a 4-hour chart, we're seeing price kind of build a rebound at this moment with bullish candles. So, if it breaks above maybe this resistance zone with these bottoms here, there could be a bigger breakout to the upside like this. And there could be that breakout already earlier on the 4-hour chart. That is a counter trend trade or a range trade, but possible. And so that's about it, I think. All right, so we got this key zone, support, resistance zone, key resistance zone. And we'll have to see how price breaks or bounces. And depending on the breakout direction, that will also kind of give an idea about the long-term potential for price to move down or up as the price breaks through or fails to break through these support trend lines. So that's something to keep an eye on with the pound dollar, these trend lines for the short, medium, and maybe even long term on the pound dollar. Well, that's my 2 cents on the euro dollar and pound dollar. Anyhow, more free analysis, of course, you can find on elitecurrency.com, also free material and indicators via our ECS.start package. Wish you, above all, good trading and cheers.